Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready to dive into a wild bowl of enchilada fajita goodness.
That is wild.
Plus, fresh from the Trompo al Pastor street tacos.
That's elbow resting food right there.
And we're going inside of a diner on the south side of San Antonio that's been serving up delicious food since 1972. Our first stop is in the Hill Country in the historic town of Fredericksburg. Founded by German settlers in 1846, Fredericksburg is known for its scenery, its wine, its peaches, and its restaurants.
You add a fried egg to it too.
Let's see what's on the menu at Sunset Grill. This popular lunch destination was opened in November of 2009 by owner Angela Mancino, a San Diego native who decided to open her own restaurant after years in the food and beverage industry.
I was kind of in the wine industry working for an international wine company, and I moved here and I missed and craved something I used to get at home all the time was a breakfast lunch place, and I knew that was my calling.
Primo, the Buckhorn Burger, medium.
They have a large menu offering decadent brunch favorites, like their scratch-made caramelized banana French toast. Texas toast gets dipped in a bucket of thick custard-like batter composed of eggs, heavy cream, and seasonings, and then it gets sizzling on a flat top. Once the toast is ready, it gets served on a plate and topped with caramelized bananas and loads of powdered sugar.
If you're looking for something that's just way over the top, right? Something that's just so sweet, so decadent, that almost all your teeth come out when you think about it, this is it. Look at this. This is the caramelized banana French toast. Just covered in powdered sugar, y'all. It's like we're making beignets over here. You're gonna wanna eat this and you won't need anything else. I'm gonna take a bite. And it just, oh my God. It just smells good. There's the bite right there. Stop what you're doing right now. Get in your car, drive to Fredericksburg, order this, change your life. Guaranteed. I want a candle that smells like this. This is a little pat on the back in food form. The seasonings shine through so well in the batter. It has that kind of cinnamon vibe to it, but it also has a really sweet level. The powdered sugar just sets it over the top, though. That's where it's at.
As far as sweet things go, that is what I push the most. It's absolutely delicious. We make the caramelized bananas in-house every morning. You can get the full order or just one piece if you just want to try a little bit. Like David said, it's an absolutely big dish. So if you just want to try it, you can do that. But if you're feeling a little lucky, then you could do the whole plate for sure.
If you love French toast, you need to try this dish. When you visit Fredericksburg, Texas, you know you gotta go to the spot that's serving up some killer brunch and breakfast items, including the Eggs Benedict. You have the English muffin, the ham, the Swiss cheese, the poached egg, the hollandaise on top, a little bit of the seasoning that they're doing right here at the expo line, and the potatoes on the side. Now the fun part about this, the eggs are poached, right? So you can cut right into there. And look at that. Oh, that's killer, y'all.
We do the house-made hollandaise, the Swiss cheese, the ham, and the beautifully grilled English muffin. The potatoes just make it over the top.
That's just yolky goodness. I bet you this whole thing is just pork tender. That's that Swiss cheesy goodness on there, my goodness. Okay, I got a little bit of everything. Here's the bite. That's when you just say, shut your mouth, right there. You're probably gonna eat one of these like hardcore. You're gonna go at it, and then when you go to the second one, you're gonna realize you probably don't have enough room in your belly. There's a lot of food. Nice fried potatoes right there. Give it a bite. Oh my goodness. The inside of the potatoes are nice and tender. Outside, they got a nice salty flavor to them. A little bit of pepper on there as well. but the outside has a little bit of a texture, so it's a little bit of a crunch, but the inside just melts in your mouth. I'd come up to Fredericksburg just to get this dish.
The city of Fredericksburg has embraced this hill country favorite, and owner Mancino, well, she's glad to bring it to him.
I opened it up in 2009, so we were still kind of in the midst of a recession, and I put everything into it. The first 2 years were extremely hard. I wasn't located on Main Street. I was kind of off a couple blocks, you know, and I really had to capture the local following. And then once I did that, after this, it was really tough. After the second, the third year, it kept getting busier and busier and busier, and here I am 10 years later.
Also on the menu, a massive burger they call the Buckhorn Burger.
If you're looking for a big lunch item that you're probably gonna have enough left over for dinner, you gotta get the Buckhorn Burger. This one has the green chilies on there, pepper jack cheese, a half-pound patty, lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, some sauce on top as well. It looks like a little spicy sauce. And then you got a fried egg on top. Now you can add the fried egg. I did that with this one because it's just over the top, it's extreme. I got onion rings on the side as well. Here we go. I'm gonna put it all on there. It comes with a knife to cut it. I'm going in for the real thing. I'm gonna hold this whole bad boy right here. It's got pickles hanging out the side that are calling for help because it's just hiding underneath that big old patty. Red onions just dangling, just like cliffhanger right there. Look at that, Sylvester Stallone right there, just cliffhanger. There's the bite. Y'all. Look at this. That's just egg. That is incredible. I liked it so much I put an onion ring on it. Look at that, I just got on my finger. The cheese is melted perfectly. It's like integrated into the bite. All the green chilies are just covered in the gooey, melty pepper jack. Fresh veggies on there, the crispy bacon, great textures, and the fried egg, y'all. That's where it's at. You guys gotta come out to Fredericksburg, Texas, South Adams Street, hit up Sunset Grill. This is where it's at. You're gonna get over-the-top decadent items. You're gonna get the brunch things that you crave. You're also gonna get great burgers as well. Friendly service, great people. This is the full package, y'all. And of course, sugary sweet items like this right here.
Now we're heading to North Central San Antonio to go inside of a swashbuckling seafood restaurant that's got some wild drinks. Let's go inside El Bucanero.
Joining us now is Elizabeth Cervantes. She is the general manager and daughter out here at Buccanero, and there's a ton of delicious food in front of us.
Yes,
this
sir.
is a family-owned business.
It is. We have mom, dad, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, babies are all here. They're all here.
Yeah, there's a family tree chart
Yes,
where
sir.
everybody's connected.
We're
in the
really
background.
blessed.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We really, really are.
To be able to have that many people that want to be involved in something like this, it really can go a long way, especially when you have a huge space like this over here at the
Exactly.
embassy. And you also have multiple locations, right?
Yes, sir. We have Blanco Buccanero that's on Blanco Road, and then we have the Buccanero that's on Marbach.
Talk to me what's going on over here. This looks like these cans are loaded up with all kinds of sauce and seafood.
This is like the cool. What I usually see with customers when they come in is like, dude, you got to try the pachanga. So when you're passing by, so the pachanga is a 6. It can either be Modelo or Tecate Light. 6 cans, and they're topped off with the shrimp, with a little bit of secret sauce on top and cucumbers, and it's a really big hit.
Look at that. And you just go in for it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna try it. Is there a right way to eat it?
Go for it. I said go for it. Whatever you guys, go for it.
It kind of tastes like a michelada, but a seafood cocktail version, kind of like cocktail sauce. It is really good. The pachanga, this has a little bit of that tomato, kind of like subtle
Exactly.
flavor to it. You got a little bit of spice to it.
Yes, sir.
The beer in there, this is the Modelo version of it. It's really nice. The red onion that's in there as well. It's got a little bit of a seasoning to it. And you go for the shrimp. I'm gonna hold on to this actually. I'm gonna
Yes,
put that right
please.
there.
You're gonna need another one after this.
Yeah. I'll drink a couple of them while we're doing this. This is one that I've had before when I come out here,
Okay.
but explain to us exactly what's in it.
She's a beauty. This is a ceviche hawaiano. It's as you can tell, a piña, a pineapple cut in half. We have it filled in with ceviche. It could be to your choice, fish, shrimp, or mix. And this one too is a really, really big hit on the tables. Like I said, people get this for parties. Like, we want the whole pineapple to go. Like, yes, you're gonna get it all. So it has a little bit of coconut in there. It's a little tangy. Like I said, pineapple, mango, all diced in there. So
wow.
we top it off with tajin and some chamoy, and we're ready to go.
This is absolutely delicious. It's a little sweet, it's a little savory, but you have so much really rich lime, kind of
Yes, sir.
acidic flavors to it. It cuts through everything. And then the coconut has a really good texture to
It's
it.
real coconut. We get those bad boys, are cutting them in half. I mean, doing whatever they can, but that's real coconut we have in there.
If you love seafood and you love ceviche, you gotta try the pineapple here that's stuffed with ceviche. It is amazing. They put in some tahini on top, and it makes it a little sweet, a little sour, but it's also a little salty, so it's got some savory notes to it as well. And if you really love ceviche, you gotta get the massive platter. This thing is huge. 6 different kinds of ceviche. You can't go wrong. No, you said this is like the expert level.
This has a variety of everything. It has what you do have, some ceviche on there, but also has a plate, which is a molca campechana, which is a big seller as well. La tostada AKA, which is a big seller. Ceviche verde as well. And then we have camarones ahogados on there too. It's a botana. So we have a variety of 3, 4, 5, 6 plates into that one.
It's a family-owned business, so why seafood? Is this something that means something more to your family? Is it special?
Well, because the family is from the Pacific Coast, from the Estilo Sinaloa. So that's our seafood. I know here in San Antonio there's a lot of Gulf, but we're the Pacific style of seafood. Seafood, Texas, Sinaloa, let's make a seafood restaurant. There you go.
So you grew up eating this?
Yes.
And so who is the cook? Is it
My
mom?
aunt.
Is it dad? It's your aunt?
Yes.
Okay.
Her name is Reina, and she is the heart to all these recipes. These are her babies. She was back there a while ago. She was literally like
She's around here somewhere.
She's around here somewhere. But we're such a tight family. She's in everything.
Now this is the cold stuff, if you want to stick with the cold
Okay.
stuff. But you also have hot items over there. Explain to me what's going on.
Here we have the big daddy, like I said, molcajete Buccanero. Has a variety of everything. It has from fried shrimp to fried fish fillet, bacon shrimp. It has a seafood sauce with the tomato base. It also has some cheese on there. The the shrimp wrapped in bacon is in there. And it's also served on that side, rice, beans, and salad for 2. So some people think they can finish it, but honestly, they can't.
They can't.
And it has, like I said, cactus in there, grilled cactus. But this is a big seller. Nopales, yeah.
Nice. Shrimp is already delicious, but then when you wrap it in bacon, get out of town. It's like 10 times better. Bacon wrapped shrimp.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Good.
you guys, Buccanero, there's lots of locations. We're here at the Embassy location. Come check them out. This is where it's at. Come and
Yes.
bring the family. There's all kinds of entertainment here that you can have when you're out here as well, TVs. And of course, there's a bar, so you can get some drinks while you're enjoying your food. Thank you so much for having us out here.
We really appreciate it.
You know what? Here you go. You can cheers me.
Make sure the boss isn't watching.
There you go. I thought you are the boss, aren't you?
Later in the show, we're going inside of a diner on the south side of San Antonio that's been serving up delicious food since 1972. And next, we're traveling to a food truck serving fresh off the Trompo al Pastor street tacos. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. When you're trying out the delicious beer at Isla Street Brewing, most of the time, you could also find Mr. Diablo Food Truck, an award-winning taco truck that has some incredible items on the menu. Run! Joining us now is Mauricio. He's the general manager out here at Mr. Diablo's. Now, there's 3 different items we have in front of us, and they all smell and look amazing. But talk to me about this one right here. What do we got?
So right here we got the huarache. The huarache, we made it for you today with pastor. Only pastor. The huarache is made with the tortilla, nixtamal. It's a homemade tortilla. refried beans, and then we got the pastor, that's cut fresh straight from the trompo. Then we got the Monterrey cheese, which is melted. And then on top, just to add a little more cheese, queso fresco.
Nice.
And then as you can see, David right here is putting some cilantro, onion, and avocado just to have that kick.
Keep narrating. I like it. Where are y'all from? Where's the inspiration from all this food?
So my dad back in Mexico, he used to work at a taco joint, and he would always tell the guy that make the pastor, "Hey, I want the recipe, I want the recipe." And the guy, he never really gave it to him until one day he said, "You know what? Let's just give it a try." The recipe is about 60-year-old. It's from Mexico City.
That is amazing. Woo! Oh my gosh, if you love cheese, you get the huarache out here. It's like cheese on cheese, baby. This is good. The huarache on the menu is massive. It's this huge piece of corn tortilla that they're putting all the refried beans on top. You're getting the different kinds of meat and the cheese on there. You put all the toppings on. I mean, it's enough food for 2 people. Talk to me about the process of cooking on the trompo.
Oh, so the trompo takes about 30 to an hour to cook, and basically it's just cooking all the time. It's spinning and cooking, and it's always fresh.
Now this one's kind of like a variety of items that you have on the menu.
Yes.
Talk to me about it.
So right here we give you the street tacos. We gave you 2 pastor, 2 asada, and 2 chorizo. We gave you the 2 pastor because that's our specialty meat. You gotta try it out. The 2 asada because San Antonio people love asada. And then the 2 chorizo because for some reason San Antonio people also love the chorizo.
That's elbow resting food right there. The assorted street tacos, one of the most popular items on the menu. You got the al pastor, which is the trompo that's right inside the truck. You also have the asada and the chorizo. Now the chorizo is probably the best chorizo you're gonna find in San Antonio. There's a green salsa made right here?
Yeah, the green salsa, red salsa, everything's fresh.
Wow.
That guy back there makes everything.
Who's that guy back there?
That's the owner.
Yeah, that guy makes it.
This guy's the owner. The owner, the cook, the
We're
brain.
partners. I'm the father of my son.
The mind behind everything.
Man, he called you the guy back there. Now, you got a big award right here. What did you win the award for?
This is back in October when the Taco Truck Throwdown happened for the first time, I believe. And we won first place for People's Choice. It was our first festival, actually, that we attended to, and we came back with the trophy.
I love what you guys are doing. There's a reason why you have that first place award right there.
Thank you.
You guys got to find him, Mr. Diablo. This is the food truck that you need to find. This is the next place you need to hit up. Now, can people order online and come find you and pick it up?
They can text us their order. We post a phone number along with the post wherever we're gonna be at, and they text ahead, and they can we get the food whenever they're here.
I love it. I'm gonna keep eating this, but we got so much more on today's show. Oh my goodness. Bomb.
Later in the show, we're going inside of a diner on the south side of San Antonio that's been serving up delicious food since 1972. And next, we're going inside of a Cibolo burger joint that's serving up a 3-pound monster burger. Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Order up!
Artie's Burgers is a Cibolo, Texas burger joint that's been slanging out seriously tasty burgers since 2011. But this isn't your average burger joint. On the menu is a massive 3-pound burger they call the Juggernaut. The buns for the Juggernaut are custom baked by Bedoy's Bakery and are sliced fresh to order. They are then buttered and toasted on a flat top. The burger patties are handmade 1-pound patties using beef from Boulder's Meat Market. The burger comes with your choice of pepper jack, Swiss, or American cheese. And the cheese gets steamed to melty perfection. On the burger comes mustard, pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, and onions in that order, with the 3 huge 1-pound patties with cheese added on top.
I've seen a lot of big burgers in my day. This one has to be one of the largest. Look at this thing. It's got bacon, onions, lettuce, tomatoes. You got the classic mustard on there, pickles, and then you have all that cheese on there. I gotta take a bite of this thing. I gotta know what we're working with here. That's amazing. This is really good. Even though the burger is this big, they have managed to create a flavor that is incredible. The seasoning on there is right. All the ratio of all the veggies that are on the bottom, that's bigger than my head.
The Juggernaut is one of the largest burgers I've ever seen, and the Juggernaut Challenge is one of the wildest food challenges I've ever encountered.
You can try it, you ain't gonna win. Some will, we've only had one, so.
Only one person has completed this challenge.
On the challenge with the 3-pounder cheese and bacon, the chili cheese fries or tots, onion rings in a large shake, only one person has tried it out of at least a good, I'd say maybe about 300 people.
And you have 1 hour to complete this challenge. Now, right now, the dining room is closed, but when it opens up, you can come back in here and give it your try here at the Juggernaut Challenge. The milkshake, the onion rings, and the cheesy fries, cheesy tots. This is it. This is just a great meal. You'll have fun when you're trying to eat this for an hour. But it's not just the big burgers out here. They have a lot of other more reasonable burgers as well.
Owner Daniel Garcia and his wife opened the burger spot 9 years ago. Previous to operating the restaurant, Daniel delivered bread to burger joints all across San Antonio.
It's a tough job, but I did that for about 13 years, so I knew the in and outs of all the burger places in San Antonio, all the ones that are still there and those that aren't there with us anymore, unfortunately.
Daniel and his team are doing everything to ensure the safety of their customers and the staff. And to help families during the pandemic, Daniel is offering an affordable meal deal that feeds a family of 4.
What I thought was to give back to the community for Cibolo and shirts was I said, well, let's make the Sunday special an everyday special. Basically, it takes a little weight off everybody's wallet.
If you're looking for a mouth-watering, gigantic burger, a delicious, creamy milkshake, and a mom-and-pop joint that's connected to their community, Artie's Burgers in Cibolo, Texas is your next burger destination.
You guys gotta come out here to Cibolo, Texas, Artie's Burgers. Everything on the menu out here is a home run. And if you wanna get crazy, you get the big burger, you gotta get the fries, the tater tots, the onion rings, everything out here is delicious. The people are great. And of course, grab a milkshake when you're out here too, they're just good.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. We're back in Fredericksburg to go inside of a restaurant named after a Texas legend. Let's go inside Hondo's on Main. The building of this restaurant was built in 1901 and became a restaurant in 1975. Now, they're serving up outstanding food, including their fajita enchilada bowl, the Fajita-lada.
Welcome to Hondo's on Main.
Layers of corn tortillas get stacked with a cheddar, ricotta, cheese, poblano, pepper, and onion mixture. Then, they get covered in house-made red ancho chili sauce, topped with cheese and green and red onions, and placed in a conveyor oven to melt. Marinated beef fajita chunks get cooking on the grill, and when the bowl comes out of the oven, the fajita goes right on top. And to make it that much better, it's served with their house-made salsa and chips.
Look at this. That is wild. Here we go. Wow. It tastes like the ultimate beef fajita enchilada. The tortillas are nice and tender. All that flavor, the cheese, the poblanos, the onions, it forms like this new sauce mixed with that ancho chili sauce, and it has a nice rich flavor in there. If you appreciate Tex-Mex food, you're gonna love this dish. It comes on the side chips, the house-made salsa as well. I'm gonna give it another bite, and just look at this, y'all. I'm impressed with the cheese pull on this dish. Oh my gosh.
And it is delicious.
It is delicious.
The whole concept of the fajita-lada was kind of created by a customer that really liked the fajita meat, and he liked their enchiladas that we had before. and he asked if he could have the fajita meat thrown on top of the enchiladas. And it just kind of really came together and it worked really nice.
You have to try the Fajita when you're in Fredericksburg. This is like on the list of things to do.
Fredericksburg native and general manager David Strachbein has worked in the building for 29 years. He's a pit master, a bartender, a cook, and pretty much everything else he needs to be.
I think what I like most about Hondo's is that it makes people happy.
His father, who taught him how to work the pit, now works at the restaurant with him.
I was the original pit master. He was tired of sitting at home and looking for something to do, and I was looking for less to do.
Also on the menu, a Reuben sandwich made with hot off the pit pastrami. After a long brining and smoking process, the pastrami gets sliced and placed on top of a dark German rye bread and brown mustard. Then it gets topped with house-made sauerkraut and Monterey Jack cheese and gets loaded into the conveyor oven to melt. Once it's out of the oven, it gets topped with fried onion strings and cut in half. And now, it's ready to eat.
This right here is the Reuben Gone South. It is a Reuben sandwich unlike anything else you've ever seen. You have the pastrami that's made right here in-house. It's smoked on a pit that's right here on location. And then you have loaded up on there, there's tons of sauerkraut. And then you have these onion straws that are put in there as well. And look at that, just tons of cheese. Everything is melted on there. And then you have some deli mustard on there, some brown mustard. And it's all on some dark German bread. Absolutely incredible. It's not what you're gonna get when you go to like a New York deli, anything like that. That's the bite right there. That's really good. Reuben sandwiches are my favorite sandwich in the whole world. I absolutely love Reubens. I've traveled around having different Reubens from different regions across the United States. And this one, I've never had anything like it. And the pastrami, the brining process that they're putting this through, they're milling their own seasonings out here. And you can taste that in meat. They're really developing a bold, deep flavor profile. And then the melty cheese that's on there, they know what they're doing. It's just gooey, gooey goodness, man. And they got the sauerkraut. Next level. That brown mustard is delicious. Nice texture on the bread as well. It's all toasted as it goes through the oven. If you love Reuben sandwiches, you gotta try this one.
Inside the restaurant, there are pictures of John Russell Hondo Crouch, the man the restaurant is named after. Hondo is a Texas legend, most known for buying Luckenbach, Texas, and becoming the self-proclaimed mayor. His connection with the Hill Country and accolades at the University of Texas keep him close to the community. In fact, his younger daughter, Chris, is the owner of Hondo's on Main.
When you come to Fredericksburg, Texas, you know you gotta check out Hondo's right here off Main. You guys, the food, the drinks, everything is delicious. I highly recommend the fajita and the Reuben sandwich that they have out here on the menu. And you gotta try the jalapeno margarita. It's gonna get you, it's got a little bite to it.
Later in the show, we're going inside of a diner on the south side of San Antonio that's been serving up delicious food since 1972. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Start your day with a breakfast deal at Circle K.
Get the breakfast taco combo, a medium polar pop, plus a breakfast taco for only $2.50 at Circle K. Grab a big bread, get a breakfast taco, and enjoy breakfast the San Antonio way. This is how we do it. And you get the salsa on there, so much flavor. You can also add some red salsa to make it extra spicy. Plus, when you're at Circle K, if you want to cool down during the summer heat, you can grab a polar pop, a froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $8.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal. Grab a medium polar pop plus a breakfast taco, only $2.50. This is how you start your morning off right at Circle K, the official pit stop of Texas Eats.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here at the Outdoor Kitchen, and joining me right now is Jimmy Morick. He's the brewmaster over there at the Spetzel Brewery. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's great to be here, Dave. I look forward to cooking with you.
We're gonna make some Shiner Bock beer battered swordfish tacos, and I'm really excited. And then we also have a new beer right here, Orale. What makes it fun, a little bit different than the other beers that Shiner's made?
Well, the style of it is, you know, Mexican cerveza. I mean, again, this is kind of a clean, crisp, little dry, little agave sweetness comes out at the end. I mean, just a great, refreshing, easy drinking beer.
When I think of tacos, that's what I want, right?
This would be perfect for that.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm gonna crack it open. Cheers to you, sir.
Cheers.
Oh, that's great.
Ole.
Yeah, orale. And now we're gonna make the beer batter. We got our flour in the bowl, and we have 2 eggs right here. We also have our beer and some seasoning. You can use any seasoning that you like. I'm going with the Tony Chachere's. You wanna crack an egg with me here? We're gonna go in and add it to the flour. We're gonna crack our beers. Oh yeah, gorgeous, nice and foamy on there. And then we're gonna mix it up. You wanna hand me a fork there, Jimmy? You want this to be slightly thick, but you also want a little bit of liquidity to it. There, yeah.
Oh, you like some spice then,
There we go. Don't be shy with it.
There you go.
Now that the beer batter is done, we have our oil over here on the side set to a perfect 350 degrees. That's the temperature you want it to be at to get a good fry on the outside. We're gonna throw all this fish in there. This is swordfish that we just sliced up. You can get it at your local grocery store. Beautiful fillets. Any whitefish will do. And look at that, it's perfect. Nice and sticky, staying on the outside of the fish. Come over to our fryer, and it's gonna take about 4 to 5 minutes for each piece to be done. And when they come out, they'll be nice and golden brown. Nothing like deep frying food on a hot Texas day, I'll tell you what. The fish is finishing up. Got about a minute left on that. Talk to me about what's going on over there at the Spetzel Brewery, what's going on for the summer. You guys got some events and also some new products, right?
We've got a lot of things going on in Shiner right now, especially at the brewery. Again, we're opening up for tours 7 days a week. You can come to Spetzel Brewery anytime now and come visit you know, our little brewery, and we really encourage that. We got some new beers out there. I mean, you're gonna kind of drink one today, you know, the Bruja, the Orale.
Yeah.
I mean, these are, you know, great beers that, you know, great craft beers that we're coming out with.
And if you can smell, it smells like the fish is just about done. I think we're ready to bust these guys out. Another important thing to do with fried food, as soon as it comes out, you want to salt it. So I got some white corn tortillas, and we're gonna finish some of these off over here so we get some character. And Jimmy, you helped me make the slaw over there. You helped me finish that out. Give it a good stir. We have a Fresno pepper slaw, real simple, equal parts oil and vinegar, salt, pepper. We also have a Sriracha Mayo Aioli. That one again, really straightforward. It's just mayo, sriracha. You put a little bit of lime juice in there, salt, pepper. We also threw some garlic in there as well to add some extra flavor. And then we have some avocados, fresh lime sliced, ready to rock and roll. Okay, the tortillas are done. You can see we got some really nice color on there. And what I'd like for you to do, Jimmy, is you're gonna put some slaw on top of these guys, okay? And don't be shy with it. You can give it some love there, yeah. And then if you wanna grab that, that's the Sriracha Mayo Aioli. A little bit of garlic in there. Just a little bit on that one too. And you can pull out some of these beautiful slices. We're gonna throw one on top. And then do us the honors, Jimmy. Go ahead and squeeze a lime over all of that. This swordfish beer battered recipe, super easy to make. To get the recipe, just follow the link on the bottom of the screen right there. Go online, follow all the ingredients you're gonna get. Go to the store, make sure you grab yourself an ice cold Shiner while you're at it. The Orale, a delicious new beer from the Spetzel Brewery as well. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, let's drink some and let's take a bite. Cheers.
And next, we're going inside of a diner on the south side of San Antonio that's been serving up delicious food since 1972. So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're on the south side of San Antonio to go inside of a cafe serving up classic diner favorites. Let's see what's cooking at Bobby's Cafe. Since 1972, Bobby's Cafe has been serving up massive plates of food for hungry guests.
We were thinking of diverting our meals here.
Everything's so good.
Because we practically live here.
But before it was a restaurant, it was a truck stop.
Do you still have some things around here that are from the truck stop?
Yeah, all the deer around here. All my taxidermy things, that all comes from the old truck stop.
Now, Bobby's grandson, Greg Ferris, runs the restaurant.
If they're not family, they've been here long enough to be considered family. I have a waitress that's been with us, with my family, for like 40 years.
Wow.
Since they opened, one of the most popular items on the menu has been their homemade SOS biscuits and gravy with eggs, hash browns, bacon, and sausage. The biscuits are made fresh every morning with a simple recipe. They are mixed, cut, laid on a pan, and placed in the oven until finished. The biscuits get cut in half and covered in a house-made gravy with chunks of hot off the flat-top sausage.
When you come out to the cafe, there's a lot of stuff on the menu, right? And everything, it looks delicious, but you gotta try the biscuits. This one has the sausage on there, the gravy, the SOS biscuits, okay? Now, this is the one I was told that you have to try. Biscuits made in-house, all that sausage, all the sausage chopped up, put in there fresh. Here we go. This is incredible. It really is. The biscuits are so soft and tender. And you know what's interesting is when they're making them, where's the butter, right? It doesn't even need it. They're so fluffy, and they have this like whole profile, little flavor profile all to themselves. You'll go to other places with like flaky biscuits. This is like a cake biscuit, y'all. This is like a breakfast savory cake. I don't even know if that's what you would call it, but there you go. And I love that the sausage is all cooked independently, so it's gonna have a really nice texture on it. And it's just salty, it's savory, it's good, and it's massive. And when you order this plate, it comes with a whole other side of stuff. You can get hash browns, ham, bacon, sausage, and 3 eggs any way you want it. That comes with it. And it's just loaded. Like if you're still hungry after eating all this, good on you. Maybe you're gonna run a marathon or something. You're gonna do something crazy because this is a lot of food, y'all. All right, y'all, now if your hunger is on that next level, okay, you're looking for something that's just gonna fill you up, but you want something that, is gonna hold you over, you get the special Mexican plate when you come out to Bobby's Cafe. Check this noise out. I mean, loaded. You have the chili con carne, you have all the sauce, you have enchiladas buried in here somewhere, right? It's covered with all the sauce, the cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, rice, beans, and then you have a tostada and a crunchy, crispy taco, right? I mean, it's just nuts. This is everything you want right here on one plate.
Chicken fried steak is what it's known for. The enchiladas, I think, are very good too.
I love food. Really subtle spice flavors on there, but what's shining through, the cheese, the tortilla that has a little bit of pliability because it's a little bit of oil that's on there, and the cheese. Did I say cheese? There's a lot of cheese. Now, when you come out to Bobby's Cafe, don't look around and be like, should I get Tex-Mex? Get the Tex-Mex, y'all. Get the special Mexican plate. It's gonna blow your mind how much food you're gonna get and how delicious it is. If you're looking for some killer diner, cafe food, right, just some classic American stuff, you guys gotta come out to Bobby's Cafe right here on South Florida Street in the south side of San Antonio. And yes, they got Tex-Mex food, and yes, it's absolutely delicious. The phone's ringing off the hook out here, y'all. It's just crazy. Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information and a map on all the restaurants that you've seen on today's show, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning right here on KSAT 12, because this is how Texas Eats.